Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and for a project walkthrough. Now if you saw my unboxing for the first brand ambassador box I've had for the 25-26 year, you would have noticed I had ordered quite a bit of Seize the Day. Now I fell in love with this collection when I saw it online just for the colours, and I do like under the sea type papers as well. And so I ordered a couple of the 8x8s because I knew that I wanted to make a tunnel album with one. So this tunnel album is actually a previous project I did as one of my G45 brand ambassador projects. And I made it with Curissa, and Curissa, one of the Alice in Wonderland papers. So I will have a link in the description below to that one. So if you wanted to make this, you can follow the tutorial there. The only difference is, for this one, I actually used a Morgana album cover kit. Now Morgana was a cover kit I designed with CoolKatz crafts. So the spine was slightly narrower than the original tutorial I made. And so if you wanted to make one like this and you wanted the Morgana cover kit version, what you can do, again, I will link in the description below. There are also free PDFs in my Facebook group called Paper Crafting with Paul in the file section, which you can download to help you. What you would do is the tunnel album and Morgana both used the same size base page. The only difference was the spine measurements. So if you follow the tunnel album to make your pages, but follow Morgana to get the sizes for the spine, you can achieve this one with the extra aperture. Or you could just have no aperture on the front and the tunnel album starts here. So let's have a look through it. I absolutely love these blues. So I knew I wanted to stick with the blues for this one. Now if I bring it closer, I have used some of the ephemera pieces as well. As you can see, some in front, some behind, just to get that depth. Now I started off adding some glossy accents to all these dots. So some of them have got glossy accents, but you'll notice some of them have these clear sticky back beads on them. Now these are plain, just sort of glass beads, which I found on Amazon. They were quite inexpensive. The only thing was the sticky back didn't actually end up being that strong. So there's a couple of them loose, which I just need to glue back on. So if you did buy these, don't worry about the sticky back because it's not strong enough. You do need to glue them down as well. But the ones I have glued look absolutely amazing. Really add to this. So this paper had all these dots on, and I said I've glossy accented or clear gemmed onto them, and some ephemera pieces. Now, if you do get Morgana, you do get this acetate, which is really, really strong here. And it's very economical paper-wise to cover the cover, because I used one sheet to do the front using the faux mitre technique. Again, it's in the tutorial if you want to watch it. And the back, you can see it's the same paper. And as I said, the strong acetate. So this is the start of the tunnel album. So a tunnel album just goes through and looks like you're tunneling in. You can't see that effect yet because I've got the inserts in. So for mine, I've used the ephemera pieces and I've used the rub-ons as well on the inside inserts. So when I take it out, you have a space here for 5x7 photo, front and back. I haven't decorated the backs. I just leave that empty, but you can do it. You've got plenty of paper left over from just one 8x8 paper pad. But as you can see then, as the inserts come out, you start to get this depth going. So you can see some more ephemera pieces appearing and some more of the rub-ons. So as you flip over, you get, so all these papers are just covered. I go through it in the tutorial. Nice, easy measurements. Looks more complicated than it is. So as we go through, we just keep taking out. We have our rub-ons and again, space for 5 by 7. Just need to bring these rub-ons closer to the camera for you to see how amazing they look and the colours. So there we have. So we already had 4 spaces for photos because that was the original drawback for some people was they loved the tunnel effect, but they didn't know where the photos went. So by creating these pocket pages, hopefully that's given you the spaces you need. I can see the turtles are starting to appear. So I use the large fish ephemera in the front and the images sort of get smaller as we go back. So let's have a look. Now, as the pages, the apertures get smaller, the pages themselves get bigger. So I've been able to add a little tuck spot here. So if you wanted to add some more things, you can. Again, just the ephemera and a rub-on. So we've got our 6 5 by 7 inserts so far. So I should have shown you that. And flip over. We've got more tuck spots here. Love this paper. This is one of my favourite papers from the collection. And then just a few of the smaller ones there showing. Again, a border piece. And I do show in the tutorial how you can get your rub-ons to be placed exactly where you want them. So we've got the Seize the Day appearing there right in the middle. Again, a 5 by 7 photo there, and you can do the same on the back if you so wish. And then we flip it over, we have another quite a deep tuck spot here. So let's have a look at how this tunnel effect has turned out. So here we go. Doesn't it look like an aquarium or something? That was the look I was after. But just looks amazing. And in real life, you really do see the depth as well, which is hard to get on camera. Now, when I did this, I just had some pockets at the back then for some extra photos. But what I've done here is I've moved my spine system towards the front a little bit. Rather than centralizing it on my spine, I've brought it to the left, closer to the front cover, which gave me a lot of depth at the back then, which has meant I've been able to put a pocket here, a nice deep pocket here as well. But this actually flips up to make it sort of a mini folio really. So it opens up. Here I've got another space for another 5 by 7. And this was the original pockets system I had in the original tunnel album. But that's all I've done is added an extra flap. So an 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 flap. Just a little space for the hinge and then a 1/2 inch flap to stick it down onto the grey board. And that's just allowed me a lot of extra spaces to add a lot more photos. And again, just one of the large ephemera pieces here. I love the fact we get the patterns and solids now in with our papers. So I've been able to utilise those effectively here. So it's just been able to add a lot more spaces for photos. Just because people say they love the idea of the tunnel album, they just can't see how it's used as an album. So hopefully that has answered and shown you how it's possible to create a tunnel album with lots and lots of photo spaces. Again, tuck spots inside and more pockets here and here and inside here. So lots and lots and lots of spaces for your photos. So that is my first play using Seize the Day. And I can assure you, it's not going to be my last project using these papers because I absolutely love them. I love the colours. So as I said, in the description below, I will add links to the original tunnel album with the tutorial. I will also add the construction for the base of Morgana. So if you wanted to do the spine and have this extra aperture in the front, how you can achieve that. I will also have a link to my Facebook group called Paper Crafting with Paul. So if you want the free PDF cutting guides, you can join my group and find it in the file section. So thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. My first Seize the Day project, as I said, won't be my last. So thank you very much for watching, and please in the comments below let me know what you thought. So thanks for watching and happy crafting.